Vertex and fragment shaders are low-level shaders that have a vertex function and a fragment function. Let's start by creating a vertex and fragment shader in Unity. Open Unity and add a folder called Shaders. Inside, right-click, go to Create, Shaders, then click New Unlit Shader. Open it. We'll have a look at what all this means in the next sections. For now, have a look at the pragma lines. These tell Unity that it's a vertex and fragment shader with a vertex function called vert and a fragment function called frag. Information about the object the shader is attached to is passed into the vertex function. This information includes the position of the vertex, the normal at that vertex, the vertex color if there is one, etc. Inside this function, the data can be changed. For example, you could move each vertex in the direction of the normal. For each vertex in your model, the data is passed in here. The output of the vertex function gets passed into the fragment function. More specifically, from Unity, the values output from the vertex shader will be interpolated across the face of the rendered triangles, and the values at each pixel will be passed as inputs into the fragment shader. Inside the fragment function, the color of each pixel can be changed and is returned. For example, you could make the color of the pixel rely on the normal vector passed in from the vertex function. The code between the lines CG program and NCG is a variant of HLSL called CG. And the rest of the shader is Unity's ShaderLab code, which, among other things, lets you use a materials inspector to change the shader's variables. Let's look at what this default shader does. In Unity, create a new material and select this shader. The location is given by the top line in the shader. It's in the Unlit drop-down and is called New Unlit Shader. Add 2 cubes to the scene and add the material to the first cube. It's a solid color. We'll look into why and much more in the coming sections.